Have you ever wondered what it looks like to start a business and to have a overnight success story? Pretty much anytime I've heard somebody talk about whether it's a musician overnight, explosion, a business, it could be anything out there. What they don't tell you in the articles or the videos or this and that is that it took 10, 20, 30 years to get to where they were at for that overnight success story to happen. I was driving home from about an hour away, a dumpster that over the weekend somebody called begging for a 20 yard for some roofing shingles. That's a whole other story, but they didn't overload me, thankfully. I just picked that up. It is almost 10 o'clock at night right now. I'm at my storage yard. I've got one dump trailer and 2 cans that need to be dumped tomorrow. I started at like 7:30 this morning, haven't stopped till just now, besides for some quick little gas station refuelings, getting some food. It's my opinion, it's these types of days, it's these types of nights. Driving home for an hour, and I was just thinking about that. What does that look like? Overnight success story in a business. Overnight success story for some big social media person. It's the day in, day out, that grind. It is the ugly days. It is the days where you do more exhaling than inhaling. I don't know what else to call it, you are just, your back's against the wall, you're fighting, it keeps coming at you. And your goal isn't in that moment just to thrive. It's just to survive that moment to get to the next one. Right now, we're in the middle of the year. It's the busy season. It's insane. Good problems to have. Probably the best time of the year to be rolling with cans. Maybe larger companies are booked out. Smaller guys are able to get in and make it happen. Steal customers. Give that quality service. Be able to make a difference in their customers' projects, whatever that may be. I've seen, conversations in the Facebook groups talking about YouTube people, talking about, I guess, seemingly overnight success stories, things happening. They're like, man, how did they do it? How did this happen? Like, well, the truth is, I think it's very rare for it just to happen for no reason. Like there's reasons why things happen the way they happen. We just don't get to maybe see all the nitty-gritty details of that. And in my opinion, for whatever that's worth, maybe nothing. It's, for me in my business, it's days and nights like this. What, over 12 hours, whatever it is. It's been a long day. It's my opinion that it's these days where we do push forward, where we do survive and get to the next day to keep on pushing, to gain that literal like half an inch of ground to be able to push on to the next day and to be able to make it happen for a new set of customers, to be able to get on the phone and not be a, hello, yeah, I'll get you a 15-yard dumpster. Just, actually wake up with a personality and care and keep on moving. Literally keep on trucking. The overnight success stories that we see, that we hear, that maybe there's other factors into it. They're able to leverage debt, they're able to bring in cash, they're able to bring in past experiences. That's huge, that's great, that's awesome. And for those who are sitting there going, well, but what about me? I think the answer's pretty simple. Doesn't mean it's easy. Something can be simple and yet not easy to do. The simple answer is that we don't get zoomed out so far we can't see what does it take day in and day out. It takes the work ethic. It takes the motivation that we don't need somebody else to kick us. We don't need motivation from other people. We've already got it. But I can tell you, there's very few things that motivate me in life. My business, providing for my family, planning for the future of my family, all of these different things. If that doesn't get you motivated, if that doesn't get you to shut up about the complaining, about the whining, and say, I don't know why my business is doing what it is, it's not performing the way I want it to perform. Start asking better questions. Ask people who know more than you. Humble yourself. Ask questions and then shut up and listen. We don't need people to kick us, to drag us, to carry the stick in front of us. Like, we've got to just care. And that success that maybe we see off, oh wow, it worked out for them, maybe it could work out for me if I just buy this, if I just do this, and everything will just kind of come together. It takes a lot of small moving parts, largely over a long period of time, for these types of things to happen. And I'm not saying that they can't in other ways, but the vast majority of people out there in situations, it's a long grind. I recently, on the live streams and some of my videos, at the end of the video, if you watch till the end, maybe you do, maybe don't, that's fine, I've been putting be relentless. That word, that phrase, be relentless. What does that look like? For me, being relentless in my business is no matter what obstacle, no matter what question I can't answer, no matter what crazy customer, some scammer, like whatever that looks like, you're not going to stop me. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to win. I'm going to find the answer. It's just a matter of time and how quickly I can get there. I don't need somebody to, put gasoline on my fire. I don't need somebody else to butter my bread and get me all fired up. It's gonna happen. And it's gonna happen because it doesn't matter how many times you fall down, it matters how many times you get back up. In high school, I wrestled. I played football and I wrestled. Being, a very physical sport, being overpowered by somebody who's stronger than you, who knows more moves than you, all that stuff, I endured that. I persevered through a lot of different obstacles. And I don't think you have to have played sports, in high school or whatever, to know what that feeling is, that in your gut, you are a bulldozer going to run through people. Please don't take that out of context, but you are not going to let a situation, a person, anything stop you from persevering through the battles of your business. Being relentless, to me, I'm a very visual person. It really helps when I see pictures and videos and different things to help me understand what I'm trying to learn, what I'm trying to do. The picture in my mind that over my lifetime I have of being relentless is just me getting knocked down and getting back up again and charging forward. In football, I was on the offensive line. I was a center, I was a guard. I loved hitting people. My parents wanted me to be in marching band because they were in band, and I do play the drums and different things, but I love hitting people and I wanted to do it and not get in trouble. That was I loved it. I want to pancake somebody. I want to run through them. Literally, we'll see you on the other side, bud. Like, I'm going through you. Loved run plays because I just get to, you're done. I wasn't the best, and I'm not saying that was, whatever, but I really enjoyed that. Probably too much. And I didn't get in trouble. I got praised for it. Fantastic. Got my anger out that way. And that's just how I see this as in business. There's not an individual I'm coming after. I'm not warring with anybody locally to me. I guess, yes, I have competition. That's not how I view them. The enemy is the problem, whatever that is. And I just get to run through that problem, no matter what it looks like, in the business, in any other way. It's my opinion. I haven't done it yet, but it's my understanding. It's those people with those stories of, oh wow, how did you get to 500 cans and all these trucks and this huge property and this and that and all this stuff? It didn't happen the other day, dude. Like, it shouldn't be a shock. This should not be a surprise to anybody. It happened because 20, 30 years of perseverance, of being relentless, not taking no for an answer, not rolling over and saying, well, I guess this is it. I don't know. It requires sacrifice. It's not just your sacrifice, it's your family's sacrifice, it's friendships. A deep friendship, I've got a handful of people. I have acquaintances all over the place. That's great. But a handful of real, authentic friendships. This pursuit, these obstacles that we go through on a daily basis, it requires us to keep pushing. It requires others around us who see us going through that to endure it with us, to be encouragers with us. There's loss of time. There's loss of memories, not being there, not being available. Frankly, I'm going to wrap this up pretty soon, but I want to go home and see my wife. That overnight success that you see online, seemingly more and more as social media grows, gets even bigger. We see all this success and we don't see the absolute monster death march it took for years to get there. We all want the results. Some of us might not be willing to take that march, to walk that walk. It's a sobering thought. Are you willing to be relentless? Are you willing to fight through all those obstacles? To fight for what you want to do? Do you need somebody to crack the whip and get you, okay, yeah, I care about this. I really care. yeah. I'll just keep telling myself that. I think I just saw it earlier this morning. There was a post, and no shade to anybody. I don't even know who posted it. I don't remember the full context, but I think they said, share some of the I think the toys or something. I think it was like a junk removal page or something. I'm assuming vehicles, equipment, different things, fun stuff that you have because of junk removal, because of dumpster, whatever it was. And I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. That's cool, that's nice, whatever. And at the end, I think they said something to the effect of, for motivation. Again, there's nothing wrong with encouraging people. Hey, look what I was able to do because of this. Like that, dude, that's fantastic. But for the sole purpose of trying to, light a fire, underneath each other in that way, I just, being maybe a pessimist or whatever you want to say in that moment, I was just like, huh. Do we need that motivation? Is that what it takes to get us fired up? If we want the results, we've got to put in the time, which means we've got to put in a lot of effort. There's nobody in the world who's going to be able to light that fire underneath you like yourself. Self-motivated. Nobody else is going to do that for 30 years either. Like, they're just not going to stick around. So if you're relying on other people's whatever, it's not going to last. And I want to have the overnight success that happens to take 30 years. I'm good with that. That sweat equity, that grit, finding a way to make it happen, dude. You see it all over the place as well. It's not hidden. There's people doing it. There's people showing it as well in the groups, and that's an encouraging thing to see. I think we should all want that overnight success that happens to take 30 years.